Hello everybody, my name's Dr. Young, and in this video I just wanted to introduce myself, and I also wanted to say thank you for choosing Ohio University. So in this particular video I just want to talk a little bit about my hobbies, what I do for fun, a little bit about my teaching, research, and service background at Ohio University. So where am I from? I'm from a very small town in Meigs County, Ohio, which neighbors Athens County, where Ohio University is, of course, located. So I went to a very small school, graduated with 54 individuals, and I didn't make it too far away from Pomeroy because later you'll see I'm a three-time Bobcat, where I got my undergrad, master's, and PhD there. But here's a few pictures of Pomeroy. It's located along the Ohio River, so a picture of the Delta Queen and the bridge that neighbors West Virginia, and a few pictures of the downtown Pomeroy area. So what do I like to do for fun? Well, I am a sports fan, so I'm a fan of the Cleveland Browns, even though they disappoint me quite a bit. I'm also a fan of the Cincinnati Reds and Blue Jackets, of course, which is a little bit different. I guess I never felt any kind of loyalty to Cleveland teams or Cincinnati. I'm from Meigs County, so I'm kind of out in the middle of nowhere, so I just gravitated towards those teams. In Athens, I really like to ride along the bike path of the Hocking River. And I definitely am very interested in traveling. So you're seeing a lot of pictures of my travels. I've been very fortunate enough to travel with my family to various parts of the world and see some of the wonders of the world. And I've actually had the pleasure of taking a few student groups abroad as well, in Slovakia, and China, and in Italy, and also Cuba as well. So in terms of my academic background, like I said, I'm a three-time Bobcat. I've got my electrical engineering bachelor's degree, my master's in electrical engineering, and then I switched fields and got my PhD in mechanical and systems engineering. So along the way, I've worked at GK and Center Metals as a co-op engineer, and that's where I really started to become interested in systems engineering. Later, I worked for General Electric Aviation on a cost estimation project, and we'll see a little bit of about that in my research component of this presentation. And then later, when I was a PhD student, I actually felt like giving back to the community here in Athens and surrounding counties. And I worked on an NSF grant project where we would go into local middle schools and teach science through video game creation. So I developed some video games along with my peers at the time, and we would go into different middle school environments and try to teach science through using video games. So it was a big success and a big hit, and a big part of, I guess, who I am. Later, I was fortunate enough to become an assistant professor at Ohio University. I started becoming an assistant professor at the College of Business. Later, after my tenure track, I was promoted to associate professor, and I'm the director of our online MBA and online MBAn program. So what do I teach at Ohio University? I teach both in the undergraduate programs and the graduate programs, and the classes all center around analytics. So anywhere from descriptive analytics, predictive analytics, and prescriptive analytics. So what about my teaching philosophy? I've really adopted this learning pyramid into my course designs, and the learning pyramid is all centered around how do you retain the information that you take during a class. Okay, so if my job as an instructor is to deliver information, obviously I want you to remember the information and the skills and techniques that we cover. So how do you do that? Well, actually it turns out lecturing and reading are one of the lowest ordered methods for retention. And what's more important is to teach others, practice doing, and having discussions all the way through demonstration on audio visual. So anywhere from audio visual all the way down to teaching others is an active learning. So that's why I encourage people to use the discussion boards or collaborate in small teams so they can teach others. Sometimes you'll be the one asking questions, sometimes you'll be the one answering questions, and that collaboration can go a long way into retaining that information. You'll get a lot of practice doing and solving problems in my courses. We'll have those discussions throughout various classroom environments, whether it's online or face-to-face. And you'll see us demonstrate various solutions, usually through audio-visual means. So what do I do for service? Well, I'm the analytics champion at the College of Business, and along the way I've had the pleasure of introducing quite a few programs centered around analytics. So back in 2013, right after I was hired as an assistant faculty member here at the college, I was a part of a small team that launched our undergraduate business analytics co-major. And then at that time, I was the online MBA director, and I thought the analytics concentration would be a good added option for our students because analytics is certainly an in-demand skill set to have in terms of business application and career growth and things of that nature. And then we started rolling out other programs. So we have a business analytics minor in our undergraduate program. We have analytics certificates now. We have the Masters of Business Analytics program, the Advanced Analytics Certificate program, and our newest one to date is our Business Analytics Leadership Certificate. So I am involved in several other programs here that are outside sort of the umbrella of analytics. I participate in a program that's partnered with Sogeti NL. They're an IT consulting firm, and they send their new hires to Athens, Ohio from the Netherlands for a 3-week immersive training and professional development program. So I've been a faculty member at times. I've been an interim co-director of that program when there was some leadership changes. And I also participate in the Global Consulting Program. So essentially, that's a program in which we send students in our undergraduate programs and sometimes graduate programs abroad. So usually we have 7 or 8 or so different locations in maybe China, France, Germany, Hungary, Italy, and a few other locations that we have partner institutions, and we send our students there. They collaborate with their students, and we work with local businesses over that 3-week time horizon. So what do I do for research? Well, not surprisingly, my research is all centered around analytics, and given my background, I also use that analytics for operations management. So in terms of analytics, I like to develop methodologies, and those could be pre-processing methodologies to prepare data for analysis or modeling. I like to create different methodologies to model data, and I like to extract knowledge from those models once they're developed. In terms of operation, some common topics in operations would include cost estimation, scheduling, order fulfillment, and things of that nature. But given analytics is so diverse and so applicable, I also get into other aspects like financial modeling and environmental engineering. And since I'm passionate about sports, I also have done some research in sports. And I do feel passionate about education, so I do have some research under that topic as well. If you have any questions at all, these are some ways you can reach out to me. You can certainly email me. You can also connect with LinkedIn. If you have any questions about our programs related to the online MBA or our Masters of Business Analytics programs or a number of our certificate offerings, just don't hesitate to reach out to me. I can either answer your question or point you in the right direction of who will have that information for you. If you want to connect on LinkedIn, my URL is below. And with that said, just thanks for watching. Again, I appreciate your interest in our program, and I thank you for choosing our program. And if you ever need anything, simply just reach out to me. Thank you.